It's deleted now.
Good.
Accidentally installed the wrong version of OBS. It's not important why I'm downloading OBS right now because I've spent like so much of your time talking. Let me actually just get started with this intro. Are we? Oh, we're rolling. Welcome everybody. That's really awkward. I just didn't see the countdown. Welcome to another episode of the One More Thing Tech podcast. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. I really don't know what you guys celebrate.
Merry Christmas. Bring
Happy
that
holidays,
back.
guys. We if you're celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah, happy
Yes.
Kwanzaa, happy whatever else is
For
celebrated.
the
But my personal
Seinfeld
favorite,
fans, but
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Go ahead,
Christmas.
Adam.
For the Seinfeld fans, Festivus for the rest of us.
I don't know what that means, but yep.
Well, when you start watching Seinfeld, which you're tasked to now, you understand.
Dude,
the
I've
first
watched
episode's so good.
shows
The
for, like,
first
the
one's
first
so
time
good.
forever. I'll put it on the list. I promise you, I'll watch it by tomorrow, or
Okay,
maybe
it'll be hard
like,
to
by
stop.
the end of tomorrow.
Not many shows these days, I'm telling you this much right now. Very little shows, the first episode just does it for you. There are some that do, but not many. Do you agree with that?
Oh, I agree.
Why?
And if the first episode doesn't
you have
do it
to
for
watch 9 episodes to get into it. Why?
the
If I
real
take
twist is in episode 11. I'm not
Yeah,
watching to episode 11.
It's like when you have a burger from a restaurant for the very first time and it tastes like malto meal or like, fake everything
Ugh.
and just not good. You just don't keep going back there. It's not good. That's how you deem it. Why are TV shows so lax? It should be from the very first episode good. Ugh.
Or if it is good from the first episode and then it drops off a cliff, don't do that either.
Yeah,
Right?
why?
You've wasted my time. I was invested, and now in episode 4, my favorite character is dead, and the entire show is off the rails. No, don't do that to me.
This happens all the time, unfortunately. Except for a Taylor Sheridan show. They're
No
probably
clue
one of the
that
best
is.
writers of it. You've never watched like Yellowstone, Landman, Tulsa King.
So the issue is I don't watch the credits. I couldn't care less.
But
There's
you
no
know-
post-credit scene.
You know those shows, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's Taylor Sheridan. He's actually, if you ever watch Yellowstone,
Have I ever watched Yellowstone? Is that the one with the guy?
multiple guys actually.
I've never watched it.
He's not really in as an actor on most of his shows that he does, but he is in Yellowstone. So, and you can tell from when
Wait,
he
Kevin
first
Costner
speaks.
is in there?
Kevin Costner's like the main character. He's like, well, he is really good in that. He's like a mafia boss, basically. That's
Kevin
basically what he
Costner
is.
is really good in a lot of movies.
Yeah. Have you ever
I
seen
guess
the
that's a
movie?
show.
Have you ever seen the movie The Guardian with him in it and Ashton Kutcher?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh my
Did you know
God,
that he's in Man of Steel?
Who?
Kevin Costner. He was Superman's
Oh.
dad, and then instead
Really?
of getting out of the way of the tornado, he just kind of sat there and waved as his superpowered alien son screamed.
Oh,
I didn't like
well, you
that.
know.
I
What
didn't
else
like
do
that
you?
at all.
What else do you do on a Tuesday? You know. Okay,
Definitely could have been alive.
let's get into some news, Quasey. There was a lot of topics, and I had to reduce it because I didn't want to get too much. Because I know people are going to be listening to some Christmas music and some other stuff in this holiday, and I hope you spend time with family as well. And Merry Christmas to everybody and any other holiday that you have that you celebrate as well. But let's get into the MacBook Pro. So, as you guys know, the MacBook Pro is kind of releasing like almost every year. Now, that might come to a halt with certain individuals leaving Apple. But besides all that, we are looking at a phenomenal overhaul on the next MacBook coming next year as the leaks. I want to kind of go over some of the things that they're going to finally do. The first and foremost is an OLED panel for the Mac. I say
I'm a little
panel,
bit
sorry,
jealous.
screen. Now, here's what I'll say. I'm using a MacBook right now, and I've seen the newer MacBooks, and I will say this. It's not currently a OLED screen, the current MacBooks, we know this. But here's the thing about it, though. I love, and I just love how close to an OLED it really is. It's the closest screen I've ever seen in my life to an OLED screen. So when they do put an OLED into a MacBook, it's going to be phenomenal. And I cannot wait for that. That's the one that's been holding back a little bit to get a MacBook, is that very thing. So they're going to bring that to it, which is going to be phenomenal in every way, and I cannot wait. So, micro LED is really good in a lot of ways too, but doesn't give those true black set and OLED experience still does. So it's still, in my opinion, the very best screen you can get it in any device out there. And at this point in time, we should not be putting non-OLED in any device that comes out. Seriously.
I don't know.
It's not like a new
some screens
thing.
Are cheaper.
I get that, but OLED is not a expensive okay, it's more expensive than LED, yes, but give someone a great experience because they never experienced OLED before in most cases, so let them have it, please. And Apple's doing just that. So thinner design, I don't know why it has to be thinner because the MacBook is not thick, in my opinion. I don't know why it has to have that. Now here's the thing. Quobenshi has said, Quasi, that they're going to bring touchscreen to Mac. Hold the phone here.
They're going to cannibalize iPads.
Steve Jobs said out loud on several occasions that he would never allow this to happen because it was senseless. And I get to an extent, there's certain things where you're like, why do I want to kind of curve up and touch or do this? So I'm typing and it's just a weird little back and forth. So in my opinion, I'm not sure it's something that we need to have. And really any laptop, it's kind of a silly thing. A tablet, yes. Phone, yes. Makes sense. Watch, yes. But a computer, unless it's without a keyboard, it doesn't need to have that as a thing. Like a Surface,
Agreed.
Okay, I get that kind of. But here's the thing. They're bringing it to Mac, which is an odd concept to me, Quasi, because I never thought this would ever occur. Ever. Why all of a sudden is this becoming a thing?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think the market for people that just cannot wait for a touchscreen Mac is going to be lines and lines of people. Maybe it is. I'm just so wrong in this category, but I don't see the big appeal of why this needs to be a thing at all. Do you?
So I do say, here's how I'll put it. My friend Jaden, right? He's my best friend in the entire world, right? Me and him, we go back. He's actually my roommate. Right?
Okay.
So I have to say that, otherwise I might have my neck slit while I'm sleeping. Wow, that was kind of dark. I should have said that on the.
Just give us the word that makes that you're in. Something just fell. Sorry. Give us the word.
Tell a story. So sometimes he has to use my MacBook for his assignments because the lockdown browser doesn't. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That's right where he's at right now. Sorry, that was off topic. I just saw it on your hat. So he'll use my MacBook, and then it really gets to me because he'll try and he uses an iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard, and he'll touch my screen. And then I have fingerprints all over my screen. And I'm somebody who can't stand fingerprints. So I just don't understand why you would ever want.
Same way. I hate it.
I can understand why if you come off something like that, you would touch the screen. But when I use his iPad, I never touch the screen on his iPad. So it really, I think it depends on who you are and what you do. But also in that same sense, if you want a touchscreen MacBook, buy an iPad. It's cheaper.
Same chip.
It'll do the same thing. You know what I mean? And it comes with a better camera. Better speakers.
Yeah.
I lied. It does not come with better speakers. Speakers on my Mac are absolutely just... Wow.
Oh, the iPad Pro speakers are pretty lit.
I don't know. You got to get a MacBook Pro with the six studio speaker array. And then just blast music from it. I actually prefer this to my speakers sometimes.
On what?
The MacBook speakers, I prefer those to my handheld, the Soundcore I bought the other day, Not that the
Okay.
Soundcore is bad or anything. I love the way the Soundcore sounds, but
It's a great
if I'm just
device.
in my room, the bass on my MacBook is so much better. And that's not to say that the Soundcore has a tinny bass or anything. It doesn't. This just props to the Mac.
I want to compare that when you get back. Not saying I don't believe you. I guess I haven't heard it to know it's that level, right? I just want to hear for myself. So okay, good to know. Cellular support, Quasi. So you can have your 5G or LTE, whatever it's going to be, support. That's a nice little thing. Now, the thing about that is most people have a data plan with their phone. They can just turn that on as a hotspot and just do the same thing. But
It's a little bit
you
annoying.
know,
It'd be great if it would do it itself.
well, but here I guess here is the breakaway from this. What if it's a work provided device, right? And now they're fitting that bill. That makes more sense,
Yeah.
right? So it's a nice little feature. I like that. Bring it on. And of course, the M6 chip, which, as we know, is really good so far. And the next series of those, the Pro and the Max version of those, are going to be coming out as well. And I'm very, very happy. That is a very good chunk of updates. I mean, that's not incremental updates. That's huge. OLED screen, and now we're going to have cellular support and all this other great stuff. I mean, that is going to probably be the biggest leap that we've seen in a MacBook in a very long time. And I'm not saying that what they do sucks. I'm saying that I have not seen Apple in a long time do this many really good upgrades where it's going to be so worth and so enticing to purchase it. So with these in mind, Quasi, what are your overall thoughts? Which one is like your favorite and least favorite of these, and maybe why?
So obviously, I'm never gonna have the time to upgrade my Mac, right? But if I was gonna upgrade any year, it'd be this year, right? The OLED display, beautiful. Touchscreen support, I don't need it. I feel like that's a feature that I don't need. But you can never as long as it's not forcing me to touch the screen. It's not a feature that I'm going to dislike having, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think they're going
Like
to
I'm,
do that. They'll probably just make it so you can touch and then you don't need
yeah,
to. So,
but I also love how it's supposed to come with that thinner design, and obviously it's not that my MacBook is too thick or anything. Like it fits into every computer and every computer bag, every backpack I could put it in.
yeah,
But
easily.
I'm not walking around with it in my hand, so if I had a MacBook Air, I'd definitely, dude. I feel like if I had a MacBook Air, I'd be walking around with it in my hand just to show people that I'm an Apple guy, right? So
Yeah,
then
like
it
going to
decide-
Starbucks.
Yeah, just go to Starbucks, pop it down, pretend I'm doing work, be doing absolutely nothing. It'd be great.
Absolutely.
But I think the best feature out of all of these, for me personally, is the cellular connectivity. Because I use my MacBook everywhere. In the airport, on the train sometimes, in the airport, never on the plane, right? It's kind of hard to, it's actually cumbersome to take out my MacBook on the plane because I got to reach into my backpack. I got to get my backpack from the overhead cabin, open it,
Here's
take
a
out my
question
MacBook,
about that,
put the
though.
backpack back in.
So that's your favorite feature when you have a phone that has, like, unlimited data.
So the issue is, so how do you know I had unlimited data? Did I mention that often?
Who does not at this point in time, right?
I know some people. It would surprise you. Some people are on now I'm not trying to say this to be mean to anybody, but some people aren't using Verizon. Let's put it like that. Cricket Wireless and Boost Mobile still exist, if that makes sense.
Hey, just don't knock Visible. Let me tell you. So, okay, I gotta give you a quick little story about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, you know who my boss is. The Italian guy,
I do.
that's all I'll say. Because there's more than one, obviously, right? For the longest time I was talking about this, I'm like, hey, this is actually, really good, and I never usually agree on what Cole might say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I tried it. I went to it, and they had this, the highest plan that has all this great stuff, and I said, it really does have the high priority data from Verizon, right? Because it's by Verizon. It's not like Verizon's selling the service to a third party that's just selling it, right? It's Verizon's company. So he finds I'm just going to try it. I'm going to try it. And he's like, it's actually really good. So he has switched to it. I'm not sure if he's dropped Verizon yet, but he has done as an eSIM edition to try it out. And so far, he says he really likes it. So he just really wanted to make sure that high priority data was there, and it really is. And I've used so much of that data to just even test it out, and it doesn't get throttled. It really is just incredible. Now, I've heard from some people that it's only like 100 gigs, then they slow it down. But for some people, that's not the truth at all. So I don't know how they really handle all that. But I think the point of the matter is, it's interesting to me that Verizon offers this service which competes with Verizon and try and capture the market. I get that. But at times, if you look at what they offer in their plans, this is not like a sponsor by any means or a plug, but they really give you more features and better features than they do with any Verizon plan. Like, for instance...
What additional features?
Like, for instance, I can stream 4K UHD. That's what they say in the plan. I don't think you can do that with...
Pretty sure I can.
I don't think you can. Mm-mm.
Hold on, let me check.
I'm actually almost positive you can't. Now we must look this up, because I think it's... Okay, so I guess which plan do you have first off?
Whatever the highest tier one is.
Okay,
I will put it out there, though. I'm not the one paying for it. So it's not like I'm just Mr. Moneybags. I think it's Unlimited Ultimate is what it's called.
Okay. Okay, so they just changed that. Because before, they just said 4K streaming, which is not 4K UHD. As you know, with 4K, if you go like to watch something on really any platform that has streaming, 4K streaming is like, 25 gig movie, right? Pitiful. 4K UHD, though, is like, the 100 gig file plus sometimes, right? 80 to about 150 gigs. So that's what they allowed you to stream, but they only had before just 4K, not 4K UHD, which makes a huge difference. I think now that's basically... Okay, so think of this, Quasi. It's this plan right here for far cheaper.
Well, how much?
$45 a month. And like when I say that, that's like the taxes and all the crap that they throw in usually included with it.
That's awesome.
I don't know why would anybody would not do this? There's only one thing. Well, there's not really one thing at all. You can still pay for a phone per month like you can with Verizon. It doesn't go through Verizon, goes through a third party, which is great because then you can go anywhere you want to if you want like this service. There's no contract at all with it. It's from month to month. There's only one downside, I would say. If you're a family plan, this is like Visible is per user plan. So one plan, one user. And they have a thing where you can tie users together with one billing kind of thing and get a discount, but it's not really like a family managed plan, if that makes sense. Now they're working on doing that. If they get that put in the mix, there's literally no difference between this and Verizon, but it's far cheaper. Like by a whole lot. And it doesn't go up in price.
Okay.
That's another great thing. So, not to give them a complete plug, but even though I just did, it's a wonderful service, and I love it, and just look into that. You can even try it for, I think it's like a week for free if you want to, at no cost. So, but speaking of that, we should have a second topic somewhere, right, Quasi?
Somewhere around here. It might be that TikTok sale.
Ooh.
So, I actually saw that ByteDance is going to keep the algorithm. They're going to keep rights to it, but it's going to be audited quite constantly. But let's see what this article wants to tell us today. So, it appears that a new entity called USDS Joint Venture LLC has been formed to manage TikTok's American side of the business. So Netflix didn't wait. We weren't worried about Netflix buying TikTok. What am I talking about? Netflix was buying Warner Brothers. Sorry. So it's going to be made up of major shareholders, some of those being Oracle, Silver Lake, and the United Arab Emirates based MGX. They're now owning 45% of the company, 15% each. And TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, will retain a minority stake of about 20%, and the remaining shares will be held by the existing ByteDance investors. So what are we expecting to change? Well, now we can see that the U.S. group is going to be responsible for protecting U.S. citizens' data and content, as well as the algorithm's security. The algorithm may or may not be retrained, specifically on U.S. user data to ensure it remains free from foreign manipulation, because Congress was sitting there. They were like, hey, if I can show people specific things, I can kind of influence their views. They didn't want China influencing our views because everybody uses TikTok. Adam was using TikTok when I first came in this morning, right? So what is Oracle going to do? Oracle's going to be the trusted security partner that's going to audit and validate that the venture companies are complying with the national security terms. Now, the rest of TikTok globally will be TikTok. You know, the only thing that's changing about TikTok is how it operates in the U.S.
I just gotta say, sorry to cut you off, Quasi.
No.
It seems to me that the government was so focused that foreign countries or just individuals were stealing data from TikTok. Now they're going to bring a lot of that stuff over to American companies that are going to steal that same information and give it to our government and whoever they really want to. So I think it's, once again, this is a ploy, I think, more than anything else to make this entire thing happen. And I believe that unless there's hard evidence, which I have not seen yet, and I've looked at like a lot, I did not see that this was being extorted by any foreign governments to do anything. And here's the thing. Do you think that if China wants to spy on Americans, they're going to go through TikTok? They're going to go... They do it anyway with all kinds of other stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of social networks that give all kinds of stuff to China already, which give out more information about you than TikTok usually does, right? TikTok gives you like interest-based data that you like, right? Maybe what you might like to buy or what you like to see for certain things in the, you know, whatever. It's still data on you. Like Facebook and Instagram and all these other places have far more information about you than you probably ever thought they did. So maybe they do use TikTok to get just a little bit more data, but I didn't see any evidence of this being a thing.
Or did you watch the earlier this year they were doing a hearing in Congress?
Yes.
And it was the guy from TikTok, and he was like, "Senator, I'm Singaporean."
Yeah.
Dude, it was the funniest thing I've ever watched.
He just sounds like a cool dude. And I could be wrong. Maybe it's just face value what
maybe
we see from him.
Maybe he's just stealing our data, but
he's
doing it in a cool way.
I don't think so. But here's the thing. I think... I'm trying to get in trouble by saying what I'm about to say here. I just think that when governments that we have in our state, local, and all that stuff, right, they do far worse with our data than anybody else does.
1,000%.
So, without hard evidence of what's going on here, the whole idea I think was this, that the U.S. government, agencies that back him and all this other stuff, right, did not have any control over this. And that is what they did not like at all. It wasn't about that China has our data. They have it anyway. China could just hack anybody's company that they want and get that information, or they just give them some money like Facebook and Instagram, and they just get it anyway.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that this happened because of American security. It's not it at all, guys. Just don't believe that for a second. Ronald Reagan first said this at one point in time. When the government says we're here to help you, that's who you should be scared. And I'm not anti-government. I'm just saying that don't believe what they say every single time.
You sound like sometime soon this podcast might be removed from the internet and it's going to be like scrubbed.
I'm just saying that, like, you have to realize that it's not always truthful what you hear from media, government and media and stuff like that, right? Like the news and everything else too. So just know there's more back end things, and I know that they have to hold things back as government to keep the peace and stuff. I get that. But at the same time, like if you knew what was really going on with the government and the agencies that back it and what data that we I guess gets leaked and just what they have control over, you would be very upset. So they redact some of the stuff on purpose, right? I'm not trying to get into a big political thing here. I'm just saying that like don't think for a second the reason why this is getting sold is because of what they're saying. There's more to it than that, and it's probably a lot more that we don't even know yet. But I'm not saying this is an awful thing to have Oracle and all this stuff do data integrity. Like it's not a bad thing at all. What I'm saying is I think overall it's silly that this had to happen, right?
A little bit.
That's all,
I'd
right?
agree.
I mean, you have like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and all this other stuff that do the same kind of thing, and that wasn't targeted, right? I know that wasn't China owned or whatever. It's not China owned; it's Singaporean, right? But at the same time,
I
it's
don't know
just
if YouTube Shorts is stealing all my data.
it's a Google owned
I
company.
trust Google just a little bit more.
I don't. I don't for a second. Because here's the thing about Google that scared me a lot. Was on Google's homepage searching for something, and I searched it, right? And I mentioned out loud that, man, someone's asking when I want to go to eat, right? I didn't type this in, right? My microphone was not on, it was off, and the whole works. And when I searched, the next thing, it was about that very thing I talked about out loud. Like, they're data mining you more than you ever imagined.
Yeah.
And it's
the
a
other
little
day
crazy.
I said I wanted Culver's. I have not seen anything but a Culver's ad.
It's all over the place, right? That's what I'm trying to get to you is
Yeah,
like, don't think
it's not
American
just-
companies are for the American people and trying to keep your data safe. I mean, they may try to keep you safe from foreign entities, right? For sure. But more so, data mining is a massive billions and billion dollar industry. And don't think for a second that places aren't going to utilize that stuff to do what they want to sell your information to people, right? So it's just a little lesson than just kind of what's happening as a whole. And this goes for almost any government out there, right? Not just the United States government too. So just be careful and really do your research before you believe something because it could just be not fully what you think it is. That's all. That was a long thing about TikTok, but
It's okay.
I mean,
It's not
Quincy,
crazy.
overall, did you think that this had to happen to make
Do I
this?
think that TikTok needed to be sold?
Yes.
You know, if it was going to get the government off its back, then yeah. I don't think it was fair to TikTok at all. You know, Senator,
I'm saying
he's
is-
Singaporean.
There's far more issues just in the United States right now that I think are far more important than a TikTok sale, right? We have people that are homeless. We have, the trafficking of certain people that are happening, and we have just drugs and all this other just major issues that I think are far more worse than a TikTok sale.
I agree.
Like our focus should be on things that like sustainability for the economy, just people. Like, why can't we have an initiative to just like end homelessness? I'm not saying the people like killing them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying like help them out, figure out ways so the people have necessities. Like that's what we should be focusing on as a country. That makes it really, really good to live here, where you don't have to worry about seeing 12 people in the street in a block in certain locations because they can't afford to do anything, right? So like.
Right.
That's my point. I think there's far more issues that we can address than a social media platform that isn't like if it was continuing the way it was, people weren't going to go hungry. It wasn't that, right? That's my whole point. That's why I kind of think it was a bit silly to even have this happen. It's not as silly as the Epic Games lawsuit, but it's still silly. Oh, that was a very long thing. Any more closing remarks on this topic, Quasey?
You know,
I'm not opposed
thank
to
goodness
it. Just
TikTok isn't banned, is what I'll put. Actually, you know, I want to put this out there, just a little bit of a story. Last year, TikTok was getting banned, right? I hadn't opened my TikTok app in years, right? TikTok got banned. The day before TikTok was going to get banned, I got back on TikTok. I started scrolling through my old drafts. I was like, oh, wow. I was a young corny kid. But here's the thing, Adam.
Okay.
No, I really didn't have anything else to say. I just want to say here's the
Okay.
thing, and then show a picture of the thing. Wow.
Okay.
The audio listeners are not gonna get that, guys. I just showed a picture of the thing on my phone after saying here's the thing.
Not from the Adams family either.
Oh yeah,
So-
no, the one who wears the blue suit.
Yes. Okay. So this next one I want to bring up because I just started playing the second game of this, and I thought this was incredible.
You have a PS5?
No.
Well, lock in,
No.
Adam.
You don't have to have a PS5 to play this phenomenal game. Let me tell you
I'm
that
well
much.
aware.
So, if you guys do not know, Red Dead Redemption is a great game. The story is very rich, but the second game even makes it even better. But there was a remaster, because this is an older game, about 10 years old, 15 years old now, actually, at this point. And they remastered the game and released it on PS5. And it became quickly the most played game on PS5, I think is what it says here. And that is just, oh my gosh. Like, there are times, Quasey, where I think Red Dead Redemption series might be better than GTA.
I've never played either, but
I will get
yesterday
some
I was
heat
on
for
Twitter.
that. I know I will. But here's what I'll say.
I don't think you will, because yesterday I was on Twitter and somebody was asking, what game is really good at the story but has a really low price? And everybody was like, Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption.
It's insane. Here's the thing. It's one of those games, too, that if you do want to play it, just put in your wish list on whatever platform you use, and it will go on sale. Like right now, it's on sale right now for $20 on Steam. We'll talk about that too later on. And I think it's free with Epic Games. Don't buy it there. Even though it's free, it's not worth it on Epic Games. Just go to Steam. It's better. But in any case, it's one of those games that just, it's so, like, you haven't played yet, Quasey?
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh, just get the second game. It is a tremendous. I just started playing it again.
Well, how
My
much
friend
does the
got
second game cost?
$20. I think as
Why
we
is the
speak.
second game so much cheaper? Oh, as we speak.
Well, there's a
Let's take
sale.
look here. No, continue. I'm gonna find this sale really quick.
Are you okay? What platform are you gonna buy it on? That matters.
My PS5. Oh my goodness, it's $14. Hey, guess what was just purchased as we speak?
Yep, it's Tracy. If you have questions, you just let me know. And people that have played this game
It's
in
an
the
online
comments,
game too.
yeah, it was online. Yeah, it's okay online. I mean, it's just a whole. It's not as good online. You can try it online, but you don't need to. It's like GTA 5. It's a far different game online than it is playing the single player. What I'll say though is this: the story in that game is so incredible. Red Dead Redemption 2, and you'll probably put just to play the base campaign 80 hours into it.
Mm.
And if you
That's a
want to
lot
play
of
the
time.
rest, oh yeah, and that's not including like all the side missions and all the achievements you can get for doing all these, like finding the secret things and animals and all this other stuff. It's wonderful. And when you start playing it, Quasey, just make sure that you have food nearby because you'll not forget. You're like, what time is it anymore? I don't even know. I'm playing this
Dude, that's
wonderful
how I
game.
feel when I'm playing Spider-Man.
Oh, which is another great
Did
game.
you know I'm so close to 100%ing Spider-Man and getting that platinum trophy?
Ooh, there you go.
That's just Spider-Man 1, right? I've been forcing myself not to play Miles Morales. And then I know I told you guys on Black Friday that I bought Spider-Man 2. I've been forcing myself not to play that game either. I want to 100% each game in the order that it came in. And Miles Morales is supposed to be a lot easier because it's only a 40-hour game, apparently. Wow, it's just like, there's not enough time in my day.
I know. I separate
It's okay,
that
though.
because this game is so old and it came back as a remastered, updated graphics, all sort of stuff, and people are loving it. And they have confirmed that they are making Red Dead 3, and I cannot wait for that game. It's gonna be so fun. So I just want to let people know it's on sale right now as well. The first game and second game on almost every platform because of the SteamWare sale and then PlayStation, Xbox, everything else. So if you do not have Red Dead Redemption, get it. It is insanely good. Insanely good. It's so fun. So that was just basically the whole thing. There wasn't much more about it.
Oh yeah, that was pretty much the sale. All right, not the sale, the topic. So Adam, speaking of sales, you know what's not on sale as of recent?
I have an idea.
If you want to buy RAM, you might as well
Just
go to the
don't.
doctors, maybe donate a little bit of blood, sell your kidney. You know, people need it, right? You probably need RAM more than you need your kidney today. So I would say it's a fair trade. Um, so now video cards is reporting that there's a company called Paradox Customs PC, right? And now when you're building your PC, you can choose to have zero random access memory in it so that your price of your PC is not $4 million and instead only like 800.
Million.
So that's a cool concept. If you have RAM sticks in your old PC, you can take them out, put them in there, save yourself $9,000. You know, it's in your best interest. That's how I put it.
What a silly time. This is silly issues.
Dude, RAM is
It's
this AI thing might be getting out of hand.
Well, okay, but here's the issue with it, Quasi. It's RAM now, and then it's going to be SSDs very shortly after that, and then graphics cards again because that uses RAM.
This is true.
I know. I think at this point, so it's funny because the RAM increase right now is one of the main reasons why my friend bought a Steam Deck because it's going to go up, right? They're going to raise the price at some point. They're already losing money off of it, and so the other part of it too is the Steam Machine. If you didn't know about this, this is a little side topic with this. The Steam Machine that Valve announced delayed because of the whole RAM thing. They didn't want to make it too expensive to release it. So I admire that from Valve. And it sucks that we had to wait to get it, but at the same time, it's getting worth it, I think, in the long run. Yeah, I thought this was a silly topic, so I want to bring it up. I understand why I'm not mad at them for doing this. It's a sucky time period for RAM, let me tell you that much. So I would hold off if you want to get some RAM and buy it new. Man, I can't imagine how eBay is right now. Oh, I have these 1 gig chips of RAM. I'll let it go for $250 or whatever. I don't know. It's crazy that this is the world we live in right now with that RAM's like this. It'll go back down. Just give us some time. It's a little crazy though. Okay, this next topic. Speaking about Valve and Steam Decks. Valve has officially discontinued the LCD Steam Deck. Now,
no, that's the cheapest one.
Yes, there's good and bad because of this. Let's start with the bad. It's cheaper, yes, right, but the other part of it is people would purchase these because they would just use it for playing ROMs of old classic games, right? They didn't use a lot of storage, so that's why they had 64 gigs. Now they sell the 256 gig model, and they weren't moving them as much as they thought they would because OLED exists, and OLED is far better in every single way. So they saw with sales data that they weren't selling as much, so why make them anymore? So they said, well, when we sell out, we're going to be done with them, and they sold out the same day. So there's that. Am I sad this is going away? Slightly because that's how it started, was LCD only, right? And I purchased one, and I don't have it anymore because I sold it, but it was the start of a revolutionary thing for me. And the OLED model is just, okay, here's how I'll explain this.
Sorry.
I would go through some phases when I was younger, even now, let's say I'm gonna get a new device. I get that like super excited, happy, like I can't wait to have this thing, and I get it, and I'm still happy for like a week or so, right? Yeah, it's new thing I got. I'm so excited. I love it, right? And then that dies down as a consumer, right? And then you wait for the next thing to come out, and so on and so on. I have not yet lost that excitement for my Steam Deck, which is now about a year old.
Do you use it every day, though?
I use it just about every single day, yes. It is just, it changes the way I play games. It changes the way that, like if you're a dad or just a parent in general, right? You can be a mom or dad, whatever. Having this gives you that microburst of, time that you can play a game because, with a kid, your time can be completely swayed from just be able to play games and then with a kid, right? I love that I can bring it anywhere I want to. I can play in the kitchen if I want to. I can play it anywhere. And I love that concept too a lot. So it brings back then when I was a kid playing Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color and all that stuff too, portably, that I can bring that back to reality of today's standards. And I love that concept. It was weird. Just a quick story about the Steam Deck. I had no plans to buy one when it first came out. And a kid, a student worker, that never really ever tried to convince you to buy anything. I guess it wasn't his thing. He mentioned that he was going to get one. And he's like, okay, I'll show you this. And I'm like, okay, I don't need this because I have a Xbox. I have a PC. I have a Switch. Why would I want a Steam Deck? Here's what he said, and this is the most truthful phrase I've heard in the past decade. You will have no idea why you need it until you get one. And then when you do, it changes everything. Is it the most powerful device out there? Not even close. But the entire experience of the OS and the hardware, the repairability factor that they give you from Valve and everything else with it just changes everything. I can repair it myself with the parts that you buy from Valve directly with iFixit. The way that SteamOS plays with it and Proton makes games from Windows work on it that it won before, it is just incredible. I can tweak every single game the way I want to and tweak various different things. There's plugins, there's add-ins, and the whole works. I cannot get enough of Steam Deck. I love it. And my friend that was not as excited as I thought he would be when he finally got it, it changed everything. And now he is just super pumped for it. And I'm just saying, there's all these videos online that say, just get a Steam Deck. I will say the same thing, just get a Steam Deck. And you'll understand. And it might replace the way you play games. It just might. And it's hard to explain, but when you get one, you'll understand. That's all I gotta say. That's my little 2 cents about Steam Deck. But the LCD model is now discontinued, so all we had left is OLED, which I'm okay with. Because OLED's phenomenal. So, any remarks to this, Quasey?
No.
Are you going to get one?
Am I going to buy a Steam Deck at one point? Or at some point? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards the ROG Ally. Can't you still play Steam games on there?
Yeah.
So, why not?
Here's just exactly like the design more. We brought this up very briefly before the podcast. It has a major flaw. Windows.
What's a major flaw?
Windows.
They all use Windows.
Not the Steam Deck.
What does the Steam Deck use?
Steam OS.
Does it have Windows?
It's a Linux-based OS. No. You can put Windows on it. There's official drivers from Microsoft to do that if you want to, right? But here's the issue with it. So like the ROG, Xbox LX, all these other ones out there, the hardware is great. I'm not denying that at all. They're great hardware concepts, right? But here's the issue. I just do not think in a handheld experience Microsoft has done a great job of making this work well. Because you know with Windows, right, there's updates you have to do. There's this constant amount of like pop-ups you might get. You have to put antivirus on it. You have to make sure it's all secure. You have to do your BitLocker key. You might get BitLocker at random times. There's just all these weird kind of things that can happen that makes, like, if I want to go to a handheld to play games, I want a gaming mode experience, not a Windows, like bloatware kind of pop-up stuff. I'm not saying I hate Windows. It's good for work and stuff. But for this exact purpose, it needs to be better. And it's just not. And they're not focusing on that very thing, right? So they made this overlay with Windows 11, right, for the Xbox LIX and the ROG stuff. And it's okay, but it's like a third of the way there at best, right? It's just not good. So that's where it's just not good. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of these now, and there's more coming from what I hear from leaks, that you can put SteamOS on these devices. So if you can do that and it works well with all the hardware that they have, that might be a great experience to do that. But I just don't think that it's just ready yet. Will it ever get there? Probably, and I can't wait for that day, but it's just not there yet, because this gives you the option to play every game from any platform, right, at that point. So, whereas the Steam Deck, you have some limitations sometimes. That's where you have to get around. So, yeah.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, Quasi, is please just promise me. Okay, let's have a little plan here. When do you think realistically you could purchase a Steam Deck OLED?
When do I think realistically? Well, it depends on a couple factors.
Okay.
Can I get my dad to do it for me? I don't see him cracking on that anytime soon.
Okay. It is Christmas time.
Dude, Christmas is in 2 days as of the time we're recording this. It's
super simple just to order online.
For something worth $500.
I'm not saying that you should do it. What I'm saying is, like, do you think in a year's time?
I don't know. It might be doable.
I think if you got one, you would understand how wonderful it is. Like, it's in my car right now because I just can't get enough of it. It's so good.
I don't know. I feel like if it was so great, it'd be in your hand right now. Just saying. No, but it really depends on how RAM prices look.
There's not been an increase right now on the Steam Deck, right? They have a big surplus right now of them, so if you need to get one, this is the time to do it. But here's what I'll say about Steam Deck. You can get the 512 gig and upgrade that to a 2 terabyte internal storage and then a 2 terabyte micro SD card, and just have a measly 4 terabytes of space in it. I mean, we're getting closer to what it should be. Yes.
4 terabytes?
No one on this earth will convince me that's not space.
Adam.
No.
Let me show you how much storage I'm using on my phone.
Okay, but for a gaming device, Quasi, right?
143 gigabytes.
What does a standard AAA title game now use space? How much space does it use?
Game? It depends. It's anywhere from 50 to, or I would say from 30 to like 115 gigabytes if you're playing Call of Duty and you only have Warzone downloaded. Well, if you download anything else from Call of Duty, you're going to need to clear out all the other games that you have.
That's the issue. Do you see my point now? Games are up to 150, 200 gigs now. So when I say 4 terabytes, that's not a whole lot of games. It's not. You talk about like less than 50 games total. Now, this is just the high-end storage games. You can put a whole ton of smaller games, indie games, retro games. I get that, right? But like, I'm just one of those guys where I don't want to, even if I have fast internet, I don't want to have to wait and download something to just play it. That's the thing, like, you have shader caching, all this other stuff that has to put on. So even if your download's fast, you still have to wait. I don't want to wait. I want to be able to go, I want to play Red Dead 2. I want to play Helldivers 2. I want to play, Stardew Valley or whatever else, and just kind of go wherever I want to go and not have to wait to play something. Because I don't have a whole lot of time to play games, and that just still makes it worse. I got to do the stupid update or whatever, right? So, to me, 4 terabytes is getting there, but I want 10. I want a 2280 NVMe inside that thing with a 2 terabyte SD card and had 10 terabytes. That's getting a little better. I want to put my whole entire library of Steam on my Steam Deck. That's my goal. Can't do that yet, but that's the goal. Actually, you can do that technically. You can put it on an external drive and just dock it. But until we get to that point, can't do it yet. So 4 terabytes is a good starting point, I think. But not there yet. So anyway, lots of off topic.
This is true.
Oh,
So, while we're still on the topic of Steam related things, Adam, Steam's always doing some sort of sale, and that's probably the best reason you would want to buy a Steam Deck. But let's talk about it. There's a lot of things worth buying this time of year. Like if you're into Battlefield 6, it's 30% off.
hold on.
I don't know if I'm purchasing.
I think you're far past the order.
No, I was doing games that I was gonna say, but there's a couple
No,
games.
no.
I'll read off the entire list.
No. I think you're far. Like,
Oh, you know what?
the
Sorry,
topics.
I did skip one topic. We're still on the topic of Steam, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, yeah.
Let me tell you about. Is it pronounced Bazzite?
Bazzite.
Bazzite. It's a Linux distribution designed to provide, sort of like a console-like experience that's quite similar to Steam OS. And people are switching because Windows 10, the end of life, has triggered a noticeable surge of people looking for new alternatives because Windows, if you haven't heard, is dropping support for one of the best operating systems ever. Right? Windows 10 was absolutely beautiful. F's in the chat for Windows 10. I loved Windows 10. Windows 10 was my favorite version of Windows. Wow, that is what a lot of Windows 10 glaze, but Windows 10 is nostalgic to me.
So good. I enjoy it.
Windows 7. I didn't like Windows 8 or Windows 8.1. Windows 8 was kind of trash.
8 was garbage. Oh.
Windows 8 was,
You ever seen
there's
that
some
meme?
nostalgia there, but it was like an Xbox, just like a bad Xbox.
You ever seen that meme of this dog that's like a golden retriever coming out of a lake going? Ugh.
No, I haven't, but
Oh, it's
that
this.
pretty much
That's what Windows
describes
8
it.
is. That's Windows 8. Yeah, terrible.
I agree. But yeah.
It's
so,
Vista.
We don't talk about Vista.
No, it's like Bruno. Don't talk about it.
But on handhelds like the Ally, which I was talking about, it often provides better gaming experiences. And it's pretty much compatible with pretty much anything that runs Windows. Approximately 90% of Windows games are playable on Linux now, so it's only Mac that doesn't get anything. And it's built explicitly for the Steam Storefront, which makes their PCs or their allies feel a lot more like dedicated gaming consoles. But some major titles can't be played, like Call of Duty. You can't play that online because of the anti-cheat. So it's the same with Battlefield 6 and Apex. But I don't play any of those games.
Why?
So it doesn't really matter to me.
Why has the government not stepped in and made these stupid games that choose these anti-cheats that can't run on Linux to stop it?
I don't think they care about gaming.
The need to have anti-cheat, I get that. There are anti-cheats out there that support almost every OS, like Linux and Windows. Why? Why you stop this?
Couldn't tell you.
That makes you so mad. Don't limit it. Just stop that.
But also, you can't. There's no native support for things like Adobe Creative Cloud or Microsoft Office. And obviously, another limitation is that Linux only accounts for 3% of Steam users. So, you're just not in the majority there. But that's about it for this one. There's not too much crazy going on. It's just a option
There's
if you
not.
want to switch over from your end of life cycle. Because Windows 10 is getting booted.
Well, the reason
If you
why
want something.
the reason why I brought this up is because of this. It's just Windows is having so many problems right now because they're using AI to build their OS and it's having catastrophic issues, and they have to get that fixed, and they will. But I'm mostly saying is this, if it wasn't for work, right, or playing games, most things I want to play, Windows is not really the best option to use for an OS.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely
it's
not.
a paid OS. They're putting ads into the start menu and various other things in the OS. They're putting in measures that we go through out of the box. They're stealing information. I mean, they're doing a lot of things that just aren't ethical, and I don't like it. There's things like de-bloatware for get rid of all the crap in Windows. That there's a bunch of things that are just not necessary to even function as OS. That's why like Linux is becoming a better OS, and then you have Bazzite and other flavors of Linux too that are really, really nice and make it a better overall experience that just doesn't distract you from what you want to do. And that's the issue. And I just wish they get back to a state with Windows where it's just better, because I like Windows still, right? I like Mac OS, I like Steam OS, I like all this stuff, right? But as a overall like it's just weird. Like here's a Mac, right? I booted it up, and it just works so well compared to Windows. Like, I was literally up and going in less than like a minute. Windows, my hardware is great, right? It's not an issue with the hardware that I have on my laptop. It's just more so of like, oh my gosh, there's 18,000 startup apps that shouldn't be there. Or there's services, and there's this, there's that, there's this. And then the Copilot crap and everything else they try to put into it. It's just like, there's too much nonsense. They're trying to put too much for people that aren't even asking for that. Why is there any ads into an OS that is not free? Come on now. And really, it's the only OS that I know of that has ads.
Yeah, my Mac doesn't have ads.
What is going on in Windows? They
Couldn't tell
used
you.
to be great. They used to be phenomenal. Like Windows 7, phenomenal OS. Windows 10, awesome, awesome, awesome. And now 11.
Notice how you skipped an OS in between?
I'll
They
talk about
can't
good
all be
OSs.
great. They can't
Talk
all
about the
be
good
great.
ones. Yeah, Windows 8, trash. Vista,
We could sweep that under a rug.
Windows Vista was like the season of the flu. It's like we can get the flu. Very not fun, but it kind of works sometimes. It wasn't that good. But like, I just want them to scale back the AI stuff, get rid of every stupid ass ad. I can't stand that. And then they need to do this. Just focus on the core user experience. Just do that and stop making things and adding stuff that's not necessary. It's just not.
Would that make your
Sorry.
day?
It would, because it would never happen.
Oh,
Bear chance. Well, it's just because they're just trying to make more money. So it comes down to it. And because, here's the thing. When you get a computer with Windows, you're not specifically paying for that OS, right? It's with the
right.
license from that brand that you bought it from. But the other part of it is this. They're trying to think, how can we make more money off you? Well, Quasi's not going to pay for 365 most likely, right? Because, well, he gets it for free from school and stuff like that, right? But even
Right.
still, you're not going to usually do that. I have it because I use it for my business and everything else. But that's kind of like a dying trend because people can use alternatives too, right? I mean, Google Sheets is free and all this other stuff
Google
too.
Sheets is free.
So, like, they just need to understand that, like, to get people to come back into a good market share, they need to just make some tweaks, and they can do this, right? But I don't see them doing that. They're making bad choices, and just get back to a good state of Windows. I mean, you can do if you want to. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Quasi, I'll let you bring us back up because you started this. I started to bring that swap up, but
No, it's okay.
this is a big one.
So
Okay.
there's some sales going on in the Steam store. If you were to ask me, the best deals
Winter
are
sale.
yeah, this is a Steam winter sale, right? And
Yes.
honestly, if you have the money, go purchase everything I'm about to say. All these are great games from what I've heard,
Okay.
and then some of them I've played. First and foremost, Stardew Valley. It's not expensive at all. Stardew Valley is like $15, but right now, 40% off, $8.99. Yeah, you can go
Actually,
get
you
that.
know what? That's almost like don't even consider not buying that. Everybody that exists as a human being should own that game. It is that good of a game.
Yeah, you're actually you're losing not just money and time, but also the most valuable experience of your life. If you
It's
if you
so
ever want to be
cozy.
relaxed while playing a game, I have no better game for you. Like I
It
genuinely don't.
it is so good. Co-op. It is super cheap. It is just, oh my gosh, is it good?
Right.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Some other games, Helldivers 2. I've been hearing a lot of great things about Helldivers. Right? The Last of Us Part 2, 20% off. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, Helldivers is 20% off. It's going for $31.99. Red Dead Redemption 2, jump on that right now. It's 80%
Quasi did.
off.
Quasi
Only
did.
$20. But mine was more than 80% off. I only paid $14. So
So
I paid
good.
$14.99, so $15. That's not the point. Kingdom Come, Deliverance. That one I've heard is pretty good. Ghost of Tsushima, I've heard that's amazing. $. That's 40% off. Elden Ring, 35% off. Elden Ring Night Rain. Hold on, I have a little story about Elden Ring Night Rain. This summer, me and the boys were on 2K every day, right? And then my friend Warner downloads Elden Ring Night Rain. And then all of a sudden, Warner's still in the party on Xbox, but he's getting banned from 2K somehow. Sure, Warner. And then you look at under his name, it says, playing Elden Ring Night Rain. Sure, you're definitely banned, Warner. But apparently it's a fun game, so...
Hard game. Very hard game.
Also, Arc Raiders and Avowed, 20% and 50% off respectively. I think is the word I'm looking for. And Lies of P. I've heard that one's pretty good. Resident Evil 4, I don't know if I mentioned that, 60% off. And then there's some games here, Adam, that
I
are
thought you
90%
said Spider-Man
off.
2.
Oh, sorry. I thought that
I
it just
really-
like in my mind I said that first. Spider-Man 2 is 20% off right now. It's going for $47.99.
I wish it was more off, though. That's the thing. It's just not.
No, definitely, but it's just such a great game. And I haven't even played it yet. I've been watching a lot of videos on it though.
It's on my list, and it's also deck verified. Yeah, I'll have to
Don't
get
know what
that
that
some
means,
point.
but cool.
Deck verified means this. Quick little thing. It's quick. Promise. Means that Valve has tested to make sure that game works well on Steam Deck, basically. Now, there's different variants of that. I mean, it could run great on deck without having deck verified status, but that is a for sure way you know that's going to be working great on a Steam Deck. So, like Helldivers 2, it's not deck verified, but it runs like perfectly on Steam Deck.
All right, and if this holiday season you only have $35 to your name, and you want to get as much bang for your buck as possible, I have a list here of like 10 games that you need to jump on right now. Overcooked. It's going for $1.69 right now, 90% off. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, 90% off. It's going for $5.99. Detroit Become Human, $3.99. That's 90% off. Dead Island 2, $4.99. That's 90% off. Hogwarts Legacy, which is a game I actually want to play, $5.99, 90% off. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, right? And people be sleeping on the Lego games. Let me tell you, the Lego games are fire.
They're good.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I've already, like, the second Lego Batman 4 comes out, I'm playing it. 90%
Now,
off,
wait.
$4.99.
Have you ever played Overcook?
I have not played Overcooked, no.
Okay. That's probably one of the most stressful games you'll ever play in your life. Just so you
Stressful?
know. Yes.
I don't like
Fun.
being stressed.
Very fun. It's very fun. It's just because you are very, very forced to do very much a lot. That's a bad phrase. A lot of things in a very short time. Yeah, it's like you would never think building a burger would be so stressful, but it really is. That's all.
Ooh. It's not Papa's
It's a good
Pizza.
game, though.
It's not Papa's Burgeria. Goodness, Adam, I keep forgetting that you're older than me. Back in the
Not by
day,
that
we used
much.
to play Cool Math Games, and on CoolMathGames.com,
I played that too.
on CoolMathGames.com, the most popular game was Papa's Pizzeria, and then it had like 6 spin-offs. There was an ice creameria, a burgeria, a tacoeria. But off topic, back on topic. Payday 2 is going for 99 cents. That's 90% off. Fallout 76 is going for $3.99. That's 90% off. Anteater $3.99. That's 90% off. Slay the Spire. I've actually never heard of this game, but that's going for $249. So you might as well check it out. You know what I mean? The Witcher 3, $399. Might as well check it out. Now all 90% off. So you guys, like, don't let this opportunity pass you.
It's a lot here.
Jump on it.
Man, that's the thing about Steam is their sales are just insane.
I don't know how Steam makes money, to be quite honest with you.
Well, I mean, it's a 30% per game. Because, here's the thing.
Yeah, but like 30% of 99 cents is what?
70 cents. Okay. Okay, let's just say that. Let's say that you're buying Hogwarts Legacy, right? Take that 30% of $6 times like 5 million people that buy it because it's just so cheap. Or
It's
more.
not crazy, though.
You know
if
what I'm
they
saying?
don't buy it during the sale, you're going to be missing out on a lot of money.
What I'm saying is, but if you spent $35, Quasi, times, 30 million people, that's how they make their money.
I guess.
And they're $1 billion company per year. I think it's like $8 billion a year is what they make. They're doing quite well. Quite well. And they continue. I mean, Gabe Newell is a genius at what he does. Genius. He's the owner of Valve.
Yes. I was just testing you.
When the deck first came out, he hand delivered like the first, I think, 10 or 12 or something like that to people.
I must have taken forever.
Oh, it's just in California, so not really. It took like 2 hours. But still, it doesn't matter. It's just the thought that counts, right?
It is the thought that counts.
I just want to bring up, the Steam Winter Sale is live until January 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So if you're trying to get some games, you're waiting for some Steam gift cards for Christmas, there's a lot of fantastic games that you can get and add to your backlog, right? So I want to bring this up too because it is the Steam Winter Sale. Not just Steam. It's pretty much every single like PS5, Xbox, and everything else too has their own free games or discount games. And I mean, Quasi could probably tell you what's 5 incredible deals on PSN right now?
PlayStation Network?
Yes.
Okay, so one that I saw yesterday was Madden 26. Hold on. Let me double check myself. Open the PlayStation app really quick. Let's go to deals. They have some sales going on right now. Like right now, I saw 2K is on sale. Of course, it won't let me see. You have no case on? I am rocking caseless right now. But you gotta understand, I'm walking around on carpeted floors. The second I switch to the hardwood, the case goes back on. It's like I only do this because I'm in a bedroom. I don't leave the bedroom without the case on. That's too scary.
Mine comes out of the case when I wash my phone, and that's it. Give it a bath.
That's interesting. Battlefield 6 is going for 30% off. Arc Raiders 20% off. I'm trying to do games that I wouldn't be the only one who wants to play. Unfortunately, Ghost of Yoeti is not. But what else is College Football 26 is 60% off. I should probably jump
Uncharted
on that.
series. Is
Oh,
Uncharted on sale?
Uncharted.
That's a phenomenal series.
No, it's not on sale. But the January sale is coming up, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. There's it seems like everything's going to be up to 70% off in January. Let's see what some of these games are.
Uncharted is 67% off right now on Steam. The Legacy of Thieves collection. So $16.49.
Oh, wow. Madden is going for about $28, which is 60% off. And if you buy both Madden and College Football, you can get them both for $49, which is 50% off of what they originally sell for when you buy them together. But that's also like 30% off what you would get if you didn't buy them together, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then Mortal Kombat's on sale. Oh, if I had to give just one more.
One more.
I don't know. Do people still play The Sims? The Sims is 60% off. Sims 4 is 60% off right now.
Okay.
I don't know if people still play that. I never used to play it.
Product of the week. I'll go first this time. So I know I was kind of bashing some handhelds that are not Steam Deck, but I cannot say that this deal is not a good deal.
Hold on, let me open it.
Question's to open it. It is the Asus ROG Ally 7-inch. It's
Yo, Adam. After you bashed it the entire episode.
the reason why I bring it up in it is it's a decent non-OLED screen handheld. It's because it's $489 right now.
It's 18% off.
$600. So that's like over $100 off. That's a pretty good discount for the newest model. And I mean, it has nice RAM, it has nice storage, the whole works. It's not the best storage, but it's also has 3 months of Game Pass included, premium included with it. So I just gotta say, if you really want to stick to Windows and you don't care about OLED, which you should care about OLED, but if you don't care, this is a great device, I would say, to maybe get. Now here's the thing, Quasi. You can't forget this. This is a full-fledged computer, right? So the reason why I brought this up, here's why I put this on here. You could make this your actual computer for everyday use.
You definitely could.
It's Windows based. You could use this for doing work if you really want. So you could dock it to a keyboard or mouse and a screen or a big TV or however you want to do this. That's why I want to bring this up, because for just a computer in general, it's not bad. And it's also very portable, more portable than a laptop. And it's $489. So for that processor with that RAM and GPU and storage, that's not a bad price. That's what I want to bring up because it's a really good price overall. And I wanted to just, that's my app, that's product of the week. Now I kind of want to see what the ROG LAX or Xbox LAX. I want to see what that is. If that's discounted. Nope. Holy. Not at all. I mean, let's on Best Buy. It's on Best Buy, sorry. Let's see here.
Take your time.
I want to know what it is on Best Buy. They'll have a deal. Boy, you would think it would just stop the pop-ups. Okay. Xbox X. Yes. It is exactly retail. It's not discounted at all. If I was going to get a non-Steam Deck, it'd probably be this one, but I'm waiting for them to have OLED. That's what I'm waiting for. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that is what it is. But yeah, that's my product of the week. If you want to get a product that's pretty affordable, I would say. Okay. Hey, Quasi, what's yours?
As you can see here, my app of the week is Monopoly. Right?
I mean,
but not just any Monopoly. Oh yeah, sorry, Monopoly. But not just any Monopoly, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one that includes the thimble. Right? You gotta have the thimble. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might say, Quasi, why are you trying to sell me Monopoly? Ladies and gentlemen, it is the holiday season. You have your family around you. How else are you going to dominate your loved ones? If not by taking all of their money and having someone flip a table. I may have been the one who flipped the table last year, but it wasn't when I was playing with my family. I'll just put that out there.
Well, you also probably flip the table if you played me, because that would destroy your Monopoly. But
so, actually, here's the thing, right? Until I flipped the table, I had never lost a game of Monopoly.
Haven't played me, have you?
And it's because I was cheated so bad. From the start of the game, because I was doing so much talking, everybody decided they were going to gang up on me and bankrupt me. Nobody else was paying any rent to anybody else. It was the most unfair thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And
do you recall what you had for properties?
Oh, I had Boardwalk. I had the entire red section. I had the two blues, or not the two blues. Sorry, you know what's it? Ventnor? No, not Ventnor. Ventnor's yellow.
Oriental, yeah. The light blue
The
set,
light
right?
blue. I had two of the light
The
blues.
three.
Right? And I would have like two of the reds too. And then they would just like prevent me from getting that last one no matter what. Dude, I would be willing to give up everything else and they'd prevent me from having it.
So
It was the
wait,
worst thing ever.
in fact, people assume that Boardwalk and Park Place are so good to get Monopoly. No.
People barely land there. But
That's
if they
exactly
do,
why.
it's a payday.
Yeah, but it's also expensive to get hotels and stuff on there.
This is true. The most expensive spot on the board.
Do you know, with Monopoly, the best possible set to get in the entire board?
I do
With a
not.
standard Monopoly board? That would be the orange set.
Mm.
Hands down, the most landed on. You get the most. It doesn't cost much to upgrade it to get the houses and stuff. And it is a dream. Next one would be the green set. But, oh yeah, you want to get those. You play again. Oh, I would wreck you Monopoly, just so you know.
Okay. Well, I'll bring the game back with me and we can find out, won't we?
Or there's the one for iOS.
I
we
just
can play.
hate playing online.
Oh, the iOS ones.
People
really
walk
good,
away from their controllers. They walk
Yeah,
away
but
from
you
their
play-
phones.
You playing me? You walk away because you'd lose, but
No, but like
I'm-
people like Monopoly is obviously a game that takes a while. But like it can take a lot longer if people are out of the room. You know what I mean?
or they flip the table.
Well, I only flipped it because I lost.
Yeah. Okay. I love this game. It's my favorite board game, hands down, no questions. There is a variant of this Monopoly. It's a Ninja Turtles edition that my wife got me for Thanksgiving, and it was really good.
Nice.
It's a completely different way to play Monopoly, by the way, but it's super good. It's a lot less fun to play. It's really fun actually. So, man.
It's awesome.
Okay. All right. How about app of the week? Sorry.
App of the week. So this week, my app of the week is an app called AutoKey. You might be like, Quasey, what does AutoKey do? Does it help me unlock my front door? No. AutoKey is for helping you find the key of a song, right? So for those of you that don't know, quick lesson in music theory, every song is in a specific key, right? Whether it be the key of C or like the key of F, right? And those keys, every key has a specific set of notes that it can use. The key of C would be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, right? Those are the notes. But the key of F would be F, F, G, A flat. No, I lied. F, G, A sharp, C. Wait, I lied. A sharp, B, C, D, E, right? Those would be the notes.
That's impressive.
Right? And the AutoKey helps find the key of the song that you're in so that when people are singing in church and they just decide, you know what, today we're not going to do the actual key of the song. This song's supposed to be an F, but let's take it to G today just for the fun of it, right? AutoKey helps you figure out why the music that you're playing doesn't sound exactly like the music that they're singing. And it's a very helpful tool to me. So
Okay, that's
AutoKey
awesome.
is my app of the week.
So, like, does it listen to a song and tell you what the key is?
So like,
or is there like a database that already knows? So you
I don't
like
think
search.
it already knows. So I think what it does is,
Okay.
like I said, there's only so many. So there's 7 sounds at every key, right? So it would just see like which sound would be the do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, whatever the do sound is, and then whatever the fa sound is, and then they can put those two together and figure out what it is. So like it just does this little thing where it like spins, and then it figures out the key. Obviously, I'm not singing right now, so it's not going to figure out anything. It should tell me nothing. Let's see. This is, yes, so it says no results. Try reducing background noise or bring the phone closer to the music source, whether that be solar singers, solar instruments, whistling, or detuned instruments. Probably don't want detuned instruments.
I don't.
But yeah, that's my app of
Okay.
the week.
Mine is iFixit. So they just updated their app for iOS, and I select this because overall, I work on computers. I'm a tech guy, and I like the idea of iFixit, where you can get great tools with them. It just guides on how to fix most everything out there. And they're a partner with Valve, so you can buy official OEM like replacement parts for Steam Deck and various other things with them too. But I just like that. Like, you can go to the little bot and ask how to fix certain things. It just tells you. They break down devices so you understand how they work and how to fix them if you need to. For right to repair needs to be more of a thing. I love this. So, as a tech guy, I love iFixit and I love the tools. And that's my app of the week.
Awesome.
So, okay. Any great stories for our One More Thing segment?
No, I was just really busy this weekend doing some church events, so nothing too crazy. I did meet a guy this week, completely awesome guy. 10 out of 10. We're like best friends now. That's my guy. Obviously not more best friends than my best friend who sleeps with me. Whoa, maybe not say sleep with me. We're roommates, right? Not more best friends than that guy. But
good catch,
I made a great friend. Actually, I'm not going to include that part so that it can't be taken out of context. Because, I don't want to be 10 years down the line. My best friend who sleeps with me, yeah, that's just not going to work out.
No.
What about you, Adam?
I had just been working on my house like crazy. I got a lot of stuff done, though, which is very good. So we got our goals for the last couple of weekends was just to get all the floors tore out. We had carpeting everywhere. And we got that all done. It took a lot of time. And I'll tell you so much about carpet. I can't stand it anymore. I hate it. Walking on it's nice, it's comfortable, I get that, but cleaning it sucks. And when you take it out, I don't know what they call it, official term, I call it tack on the edge of the carpet. It's like this board that has 55,000 nails into it. I can't stand that. And then we had to throw that away and get rid of it. It's like Constantine wire. It's so ridiculous and I hate it.
Never heard of Constantine wire. You're going to have to explain that to me.
You never heard of Constantine wire?
No.
It is a wire that's like bundled up. They use in the military for guarding
barbed
bases
wire?
And stuff like that. Constantine wire is what they call it.
People
you never heard of that before?
Barbed wire.
No. That's different.
Or razor wire.
Look up Constantine wire. Look at.
Right,
go ahead and pull up right now. Let's pull up right now and show everybody.
Oh, you want me to show that to everybody? Okay, let's
Yep.
Share screen here. New tab. Ignore the Batman symbol. Constantine wire.
It is the most no bueno wire you'll ever
witness. It is a type of barbed razor wire. So it's definitely barbed and razor wire, like I said.
Well, yeah, but barbed wire is typically put like on the top of like fences and stuff like that. This is like
on
half your height. Yeah, this is on the floor, and this is intended for like if you don't know this is there at night and you walk into that, bad days are upon you.
Yeah, you're gonna know now.
But bad week, bad month probably is upon you, and like it may get rid of your itch in your back, but it's gonna do far worse than that. It's so awful. It's so bad. So anyway, it's basically just like Constantine wire, where you can't pick it up easily. The nails are the sharpest nails you've ever seen in your life. It's so fragile. You put it into a trash bag, pick up the trash bag, put it in your back your back up. It's the sucks. So anyway, taking that stuff out sucked a lot. Even putting in is awful as well. So yeah, we got a lot of that stuff out, and just wore out from working on this house. It's just a lot of work. Your hands and knees and scraping up, linoleum that's stuck so hard on the floor, and then getting carpeting out, ripping up the foam, scraping the other foam underneath it. It's a lot of work. But, I'm off this week from it, so that's good. Get some time to relax a little bit, then I'm back on it after that during my break. So, but yeah, it's just a lot of work with that. Helping my friend get his Steam Deck set up, which is really nice, too. That was really fun. And got to hang out with some family, too. I think it's tonight, I'm going to be playing some dominoes at my grandparents' house. And I'm going to wreck them all.
Is this the payback for not having it at Thanksgiving?
No, just, you always want to destroy.
You don't have pent-up aggression from that?
No.
I'm going to have some pent-up aggression. No mercy.
let me show you this. Let me show you this. This is my when we played last. If you can see this, it's so backwards, but I won.
Ooh.
I won with 321 points. When I say that's like the score I got, and everybody else had way more. Not way more, but enough so I won. So that was really nice. And yeah, so they were playing tonight. That'd be fun. And then it's Christmas time after that. So
it's Christmas time. So Merry Christmas, guys. Even though it's going to be
Merry Christmas. It'll be the day after Christmas when this was released.
Do you mind if we try and drop this on Christmas as a Christmas present?
Drop what?
I know we try to the episode. I know we try to keep it consistent on Fridays, but
ooh,
you mind if we get a little bit of
Christmas
Thursday
Day
action up in here?
I'm okay with that.
All right, well, let's do that.
That's our Christmas present to you guys. Oh, by the way, the time is running out to take advantage of the $50 giveaway gift card that we'll do for not one person that's put anywhere that I could see OMT Christmas. So,
did you not see that somebody commented on YouTube? I think somebody wants a gift card.
When did they do that? Really?
Hold on, let me open the YouTube Studio app. I'm on my personal account here. This is really awkward. Let me switch to the One More Thing Tech Podcast account.
Two people.
Somebody's getting a gift card.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, this one comes with a smile.
And some pink hearts, Quasey.
Yeah, and some pink hearts.
Oh.
I think that means they're into me. Let me stop. Oh, they're going to remove their comment.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We will do the drawing for this. Man, this is good. This is kind of... We weren't prepared for this at all. So
No, absolutely not.
Here's what we're going to do. We will do on the episode next, which is going to come out next year. You know what we're going to do? Here, how about we do this, Quasey? So, naturally, next episode will release on the 2nd. Can we pull off releasing an episode the 31st?
Hey.
So, we'll record next week.
Logistically speaking, I have no clue. Let's get together and plan it out.
Okay.
But it's definitely achievable.
So, if we can pull this off, which is not confirmed yet, this is a live discussion. We have not talked about this at all. What we'll try to do is have an episode released on the 31st, the last day of this year, in which we will announce the winner of the $50 gift card.
It probably won't be the world's longest episode, but it'll happen.
We'll see.
We'll make it happen.
We'll see. I know it's gonna be it's the last day of the year, and we want to kind of do that. So, and we will announce who gets that gift card, and we will go from there.
All right. So, guys, today is Tuesday, December 23rd. By the time you see this, it will be Thursday, December 25th. That leaves you with exactly 6 days. Time's running out. 6 days. Or actually, we'll probably record it the day before the 31st, too. So you really only have 5 days to get out and comment, like, subscribe, get us up to, what was the count? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000? I don't remember.
You know what? That just said this. We did not achieve, Quasey, the goal.
Right. So, there's only so much time to get us there.
Yes.
And we know you guys can do it. We're not too worried. We'll see.
If you want to get this gift card, you have to help us get some views. We mentioned what that was. We're going to put on Discord as well. And whoever wins can also be potentially a guest on a future episode as well. And we'll discuss that with them. Right? So we have to get that goal met first. So just because you put the OMT Christmas does not mean you just get in the drawing. We have to achieve the goal first. So help us achieve that goal, everybody. And we can give some people a Merry Christmas gift of our own. Right? Okay. Well, thank you guys again for a wonderful episode and a wonderful, just almost a wonderful year. And we have one more episode before the end of the year. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We love doing this. It's a great time. We love doing this every single week. I do. And I mean, Quasey's getting up right now from where he's at before farmers wake up. That's when he's getting up for this episode today. So Thanks
very
for
true.
hopping on.
I actually didn't sleep last night, so I really didn't get up. I'm pulling an all-nighter. I will be in bed directly after this, though. If you call me, you're not reaching me.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody again. Have a fantastic Christmas. Enjoy time with your family, and we will see you next week after Christmas, and we'll talk about some more things for New Year's at that point. Have a wonderful day and a week and Christmas. We'll see you guys later.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, guys. Adios.
We'll see you.